YouTube? It's BreakingKayfabeTV here with another video, and we are doing a Raw July 29th, 2013 review. And I'm here with Random WWE 1043 and Deshaun Rocks 10. Okay. I'm just going to go ahead and say nothing too spectacular happened this week. But we opened up the show with a video package, nothing too special, just last year stuff. But then they pretty much started McMahon coming out and Brad Maddox. And then Daniel Bryan came out and he said Daniel Bryan was a troll, and Vince was like, I'll get down on your sides, and like squatted his knees or whatever. And then Daniel Bryan said, I'll get on your sides, and was like on his tippy toes. And I thought it was pretty funny, but it sort of bothered me that they're making fun of Daniel Bryan because of his size, and he's one of my favorite wrestlers. And your thoughts on this, RW?
Funny, like you said, when they were trying to get on each other's size, but Daniel Bryan was saying that Vince McMahon always tells the truth, and Vince said that Cena picked him because he knows he can beat him, and that got to Bryan, I guess, later on that night. But overall, I guess it was a good way to start Raw. And yeah, what were your thoughts on this segment, Deshaun?
I thought it was pretty interesting. I thought it's probably the start of Vince McMahon heel turn, hopefully. That'd be pretty cool to see. But yeah, like you guys said, picking on Daniel Bryan for his size, and pretty much saying that John Cena can beat Daniel Bryan. But yeah, it was a good way to open up Raw.
Alright, and then
I guess, yeah.
And then the next segment or match was The Shield, Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins, the tag team champions, and Dean Ambrose. They came out when Vince McMahon was in the ring again for just a match. And then Mark Henry and the Usos came out, and they ended up having like a 6-man tag match. I'm pretty sure they've had one before, haven't they? Or is this their first one?
I think this is their first one.
I think they had one on SmackDown. I don't remember. But at the end, one of the Usos went for a top rope finisher, but Ambrose got his knees up, and then he did the Snapmare Driver for the win, and Shield got another tag team win under their belt. And it sort of sucks that their streak as a tag team is over now, but yeah, I'm loving that Snapmare Driver that Dean Ambrose uses, and it was an okay match, nothing too special. I wouldn't really say go on YouTube and find it or whatever, but yeah, your thoughts on W?
Decent match, like you said, nothing really too special. I really didn't pay attention to it for like 3/4 of the match, and then paid attention like the last, honestly, like 30 seconds of it when Shield were getting their offense in, and then of course Ambrose's finisher. I didn't know what did you call it?
Snapmare Driver.
Snapmare Driver.
Yeah, that's the real name for it.
Whatever, the DDT freaking suplex thingy-mabobber he does. Yeah, great finisher. Decent match, and he pinned one of the Usos, I think, right?
Yeah.
But, yeah, decent match. What were your thoughts on this match, Deshaun?
Like you guys said, it was like a decent match. Probably one of the better matches in the night. Not like spectacular, but it was better than some of the matches on the show tonight. You had your spots in the match with Henry dominating. It was actually kind of weird to see Roman Reigns getting beat up like that. He got beat up early in the match, but then the Shield pulled out the win with the finisher by Dean Ambrose, the Mary Driver. But yeah, it was a decent match, probably one of the better matches of the night, like I said. And yeah.
And the next thing was it said like earlier today, and then it showed Ryback Backstage, and there was this guy at the catering place, and he threatened one guy and shoved him into the wall. He got his face, and then slapped some food on his face, and then he powerbombed him after the table. I sort of felt bad for that dude because he was covered in food, but yeah, it sort of reminds me of how they said on Tough Enough, the one from like 2004, Ryback couldn't stop eating, and I sort of got a chuckle from him seeing him backstage with the food, and yeah. And nothing too special, I just sort of felt bad for that dude that got put through all that food. It looked sort of nasty being covered in all that. But yeah, your thoughts, RW?
Be a star. What the fuck? This guy's that was probably Ryback, like, best stuff he'd ever did in the WWE. Like, seriously, everyone was saying that. But yeah, I felt bad for the guy too. I mean, I didn't care about the food spot. Taking that table spot on that food, and the dude looked like he was about to cry. And even though he probably got paid like thousands to do that stuff, but that was funny though, not gonna lie. But did feel bad for the dude. What are your thoughts on this segment, Deshaun?
Well, it was a waste of food, I gotta say. But they could have just like done it on like a different table. But it was cool when he said that's what he's gonna do tonight when he faces Cena, and nothing too special. Kind of felt bad for the guy, like you guys said, but just a good segment by Ryback, made him look strong for later on in the night, and yeah, so it was a good segment by him.
Then next, there was a video package for the Wyatt family, and then just a regular Wyatt family creepy video thing, but it showed Kane walking up to Brad Maddox backstage, and Kane wanted the Wyatts, and Maddox said he'll send them a message, and then this, I don't know, said something like he sent the Wyatts a message or something like that. I thought it was sort of cool, or not really cool, but funny how Brad Maddox was sort of like freaking out because Kane was about to like choke slam him. But yeah, nothing too special. And your thoughts on that, RW?
Thoughts on what again? Kane and Maddox? I really don't know what to say here. It was basically another segment where Maddox was telling Kane to just take your anger out on Bryan. So, yeah, I don't know if that's good, bad, or what, but yeah, what were your thoughts on the segment, Deshaun?
I don't really know either, but I guess it's a good way to possibly make a match for SummerSlam with Kane and Bray Wyatt one-on-one, maybe ban the other Wyatt members from ringside, but nothing really too special. So, yeah.
And then the next was, I think, the second match of the night, and it was Rob Van Dam versus Fandango. It was a little weird how it was just these two put together. I don't think there's really any storyline behind this. But, yeah, not very good match. These guys don't really work too well together. It didn't really excite me. I like both of them as a wrestler, but I didn't like this match. But, Rob Van Dam ended up getting the win because Fandango rolled out of the ring, and then Summer Rae argued with RVD while he was walking away, and they get counted out. Or Fandango got counted out. And then after the match, he just said Fandango into the mic and danced away with Summer. Not really a good match. I do like both of these guys, but yeah, it wasn't a good match. Your thoughts, RW?
I thought this was actually a decent match. Towards the end, they started working together. They had good chain wrestling and started countering each other's into roll-ups and stuff. I like that one RVD roll-up. It was kind of unique, but yeah, the beginning was kind of weird seeing them, but overall decent match towards the end. And like you covered, Fandango got counted out, and Rob Van Dam won the match. And yeah, decent match. Your thoughts on this match, Deshaun?
I don't really remember too much about this match. I remember that they had a couple good moments in the match, but not really anything special. Fandango got counted out. Not really the best match that Rob Van Dam's had so far when he's back, obviously. But it was good for what it was while it lasted, but towards the end it just kind of was getting slow and boring, so nothing really too special in that match.
Then the next thing was AJ and Big E backstage, and AJ's pretty much just talking about her getting speared and Big E letting it happen, and then she starts laughing and said that AJ likes Big E likes her, and then she was like, I know you like me, and then she was like what I do in the ring. And then Big E rolls his eyes, and AJ skips away. And then it was a commercial. And then back from the break, it was Caitlyn versus AJ, and in a non-title match. And went back and forth. Nothing too special again. But Caitlyn hit a spear, and Caitlyn gets the win. And then after the match, AJ threw a fit, and Big E tried to calm her down, and Dolph Ziggler comes out, congratulates AJ on her loss, and then challenged Big E to a match. And I thought it was pretty funny when AJ was throwing a fit, but best feud since Trish and Lita in 06, but still not very good. But yeah. Your thoughts, RW?
The match, or the segment backstage, was whatever. Crazy AJ as usual. The match itself was same old. Not better than their Payback, of course, but some of the other matches they had in the past, just same old stuff. Caitlyn dominates, then AJ, and then someone gets their finisher in, and Caitlyn hit the spear, of course, and won the match. And yeah, whatever, Divas match as usual. And then afterwards, when Ziggler came out, throwing more awesome jokes out there at AJ, basically calling her a hoe. Basically every time he comes out, that's all he's trying to sum it up to. But yeah, he challenged him in the match, which we'll cover next. So what were your thoughts on all this, Deshaun?
Like you said, it was just a whatever segment, AJ being the usual AJ, and then the match that they had, it was alright. It's better than what Divas matches that we've had in the past, obviously, but yeah, nothing like their Payback match. That was actually a pretty good match, I gotta say. But yeah, then Ziggler came out and challenged Big E to a match, when they came back from the commercial break or whatever. I thought he was actually gonna want a match at SummerSlam, which I was marking out about, and then he said Raw, and I was like, what the hell? But,
Someone on Twitter said this,
Yeah.
but I'd rather have it on Raw than SummerSlam. I'd much rather see Ziggler win the world title than...
Well, yeah, I would too, but I mean, it's probably gonna happen.
Yeah.
Or they'll just do like a mixed tag match.
Back to Jamin.
Alright.
Yeah, it was a...
break. Oh, you done? Sorry.
Yeah, I'm done.
Alright, we're back from the break, and they have their match, and Big E, pretty much dominates most of the match. And then, just out of nowhere, AJ comes in and jumps on Dolph's back and gets Dolph the win by disqualification. And crazy AJ got another one of her people disqualified. And, yeah, I think she's psycho. Just not as psycho as Mickie James from like 05. But, yeah, that's sort of off topic. But AJ threw another fit after that, and Big E yelled at her, and yeah, Ziggler ran to the back and just taunted AJ some more. I thought it was decent. Happy to see Ziggler, but Big Useless was fighting him, and AJ ended up getting him disqualified. And yeah, they should just ban her from ringside. She's just getting everyone disqualified and making people lose the match. But it'd be funny one day if like Big E just like punted her in the head or something. But you got RW.
I thought this was a whatever match. Like, Big E, like, ruins everything. Not just saying that because everyone says that. He really does. I mean, it's kind of weird seeing him wrestle. He just jumps up and does splashes, slams, and stuff. I guess Ziggler tried to work with him, but couldn't make nothing of it. But at the end, this time I was okay with AJ costing someone the match because it doesn't matter about Big E. And of course, when Big E was upset at AJ, Ziggler comes in and hits the zigzag, and yeah, walks out like a boss. Whatever match, great ending though with Ziggler. Your thoughts, Deshaun?
Nothing too special. It definitely should just be a Raw match, not like a SummerSlam match, unless they do add a stipulation. But, it was a whatever match. Like you said, Ziggler and Big E don't really have that much chemistry. But, and then AJ got, Big E disqualified, and, she was being the crazy, bitch that she is, and, Big E was, getting mad at her, and then Ziggler, zigzagged, Langston again, and, walked out of there with the upper hand, and, set up a good feud, I guess, but, yeah.
And then, next was a short little backstage segment. John Cena was on the phone, and Daniel Bryan walked in, and asked pretty much what Cena was, or what Vince McMahon was the truth, and sort of just talking about what's gonna sort of happen at SummerSlam. But, Bryan said Vince has been honest with him, good or bad, and Cena asked Bryan if he's calling him a liar, and then they stare at each other, and then Cena walks off. And then another freaking commercial. There's too many commercials. But, yeah. Okay, segment, got to see Daniel Bryan. And, yeah. Your thoughts, RW?
I really can't, like, give my thoughts on, like a 30-second segment. It's just, he just do their lines and then it's over with. I thought it was great, I guess. I don't know how you, like, tell if a 30-second segment is good unless it's horrible acting or something, but yeah, basically Bryan saying McMahon never lies to him, and he's saying that you picked me because he's the weak link, or he knows he can beat him. And Cena's basically says, do you think I'm lying? Or are you calling me a liar? But, yeah, good stuff, I guess. Your thoughts, Deshaun?
You guys pretty much said it all. Nothing, you guys pretty much said it, so no need for me to say it again, I guess. But, I guess it, had some, good hype for their, SummerSlam match, I guess. A little more hype, but, nothing, special, but, so yeah, it was a good segment, I guess.
And then next was the back from break, Christian versus Alberto Del Rio, and then, still no Ricardo. I'm pretty sure he's still suspended. And, back and forth match. Actually I like this match, Christian, and it's one of my all-time favorites, and Del Rio is one of my current favorites. And, Christian ended up rolling up Del Rio for a win in the non-title match. And, yeah, pretty back and forth match. Hopefully we can see this at SummerSlam. And I hope that's who he picks, because I'm a pretty big fan of Christian. Your thoughts, RW?
This was probably match of the night, either this or the main event. But I enjoyed it towards the end. It got around like 20 minutes, I'd say. And yeah, I love how Del Rio was just working on Christian's arm and setting up for the cross arm breaker, which I don't even think he locked in, but he killed his arm, like jumped off the top rope, the steel step spots. Yeah, it was just killing his arm, and Christian was selling it good. But at the end, he got the roll up and won the match and got away. Good match. I enjoyed it. Probably match of the night. Your thoughts, Deshaun?
It was a good match. Yeah, like you said, maybe possibly match of the night. They had some good spots in the match. But like a back and forth match, nothing, too spectacular about it, but, just Christian being Christian, the really good wrestler that he is, and Del Rio being Del Rio, also a good wrestler that he is, and hopefully we can see this at SummerSlam, one-on-one. It'll be a pretty good match from seeing what we saw tonight, and just be better at SummerSlam. So good match from both of them.
Alright, then the next thing was a still to come Ryback versus Cena tables match. Nothing special about that, but shouldn't even said that. But Wade Barrett versus Cody Rhodes, and yeah, I'm a big fan of Wade Barrett. I'm starting to like Cody Rhodes, and yeah, they're both pretty good wrestlers. And Cody Rhodes ended up hitting a crossroads and getting the win. Pretty good match. I don't know if I would say go out of your way to watch it, like find it on YouTube, but I liked it. And yeah, after the match, Damien Sandow came out and pretty much says he's filed a complaint with the management for throwing his briefcase and the water, and he said he's done with all this stuff, and then he said, "Oh, mustache," and he said Cody Rhodes comes from a family of clowns, and then he said he would send him back to the circus. Hopefully they have a match at SummerSlam, Cody Rhodes and Damien Sandow. But we'll see what happens. Maybe they won't even let Damien Sandow cash in Money in the Bank or give him another one since his got thrown into the Gulf of Mexico. But yeah, good match and good segment after that. Your thoughts, RW?
Oh, sorry about that. Had my microphone on mute. But as I was saying, Rhodes and Barrett, one of my two favorites. Sucks how Barrett is just jobbing to anyone, a jobber that used to be or a wrestler that used to be a jobber. Now he's jobbing to them. But yeah, I don't know what Deshaun sees in this match. No offense. I predicted it from the start. It's just going to be a 2-minute match, and Rhodes is going to hit the crossroads and win the match, and that's exactly what it was. The standout part, just excellent on the mic as usual. And Rhodes and Sandow, if you guys really think about it, the talent they have, it could really be a underrated match at SummerSlam. So looking forward to it. Your thoughts on the match and the segment, Deshaun?
It was an alright match. It seems that Cody Rhodes isn't really getting over with the crowd as much as the WWE wants him to. But I guess he's the face, obviously, in this feud. But and Wade Barrett was the heel. But it was a good match, back and forth for a little bit, and then Cody Rhodes won, obviously, and then Sandow came out and just talking about how he threw his briefcase in the water, and just great build for their match that they'll probably have at SummerSlam, and it was a good segment by Demon Sandow.
Alright, and the next thing, or segment match, whatever, was Kane versus Daniel Bryan, and it was okay match. I don't really see why Kane came back to fight Daniel Bryan. It didn't make much sense to me when they announced that earlier this week. But yeah, Kane had gotten taken out by the Wyatt family. And he was taken out before Money in the Bank, and I think it's been 2 weeks now. And yeah, Daniel Bryan ended up just getting a quick pin on Kane, and after he countered a choke slam. Then after that, Daniel Bryan easily hit, and then Kane hit Daniel Bryan with a choke slam. Bryan walks away. Kane goes to make the pyro. And he had his hands up before he could make him go down. The lights go out, and you see the Wyatt family come out, and they beat him up again. And he kissed him on the forehead and did the creepy promo. And yeah, match was okay. Good to see Daniel Bryan in the match, but I don't know why they made him face Kane. It didn't really make much sense. That Kane was returning from it's sort of like an injury from the Wyatt family, and then he faces his former partner. But yeah, your thoughts, RW?
Decent match. Not better than their SummerSlam from last year. The match ended the same way, of course, with Bryan getting the roll-up. It's great to see that. Wyatt's coming out. I expected that. Creepy as usual. Unique promos as usual. And this time Kane got some offense. Nothing more than he did last time he got attacked. I liked how he went straight for Bray Wyatt. But yeah, of course, numbers came into play in that thing. And I liked the promo. I actually understood it this time when he talked about, because I guess the Wyatts are with God or something, and Kane supports the demons, and he does that little cross thing right where he puts his hands and looks up to the sky, that thing, whatever his pose. But yeah, good promo by Bray Wyatt. Can't wait to see him actually wrestle the other two, Eric and Luke. What's the other guy's name? Yeah, Luke. They were kind of rusty on SmackDown. or the ginger one was. But, yeah, I enjoyed all that stuff. Your thoughts, Deshaun?
I honestly don't really remember that much in the match that much. All I remember is pretty much Daniel Bryan getting the roll up for the 3 count. It made Daniel Bryan look strong, that he could defeat his tag or former tag partner and his friend, but nothing too special. And then after the match, Kane attacked Bryan. Then Kane was gonna celebrate, or well, just do the fire thing, and then the Wyatts came out like we all expected. And it was a good segment, seeing that Kane was going straight after Bray Wyatt when they came out. And hopefully this will set up a match between Kane versus Bray at SummerSlam, maybe. That'd be kind of cool to see. But it was a good segment by all of them, and hopefully they can build off this in the next couple weeks to come before SummerSlam. So yeah.
Alright, the next match was Brie Bella versus Natalya. They showed some Total Divas footage before that, and pretty sure it was before the match. Brie was pretty much calling her the ugly duckling, and Brie ended up pretty much getting beat up, and then Natalya went for a sharpshooter, and then here comes Nikki Bella, someone that I'm not very liking a lot right now because the Total Divas makes me not like her more than she did this. She came out with some duck noise thing and blowing into it. And Brie rolled up Natalya and got the win. I thought it was pretty stupid. And then after that, she kept blowing it, and then Brie blew it once, and then she kept blowing it some more. And I think she blew her way to the Range Rover, to John Cena, and everyone else. And, yeah, I like her more than I did before Total Divas. Makes me hate her even more now. And that was just freaking annoying. But I was thinking to myself, don't tell me WWE is partnered with the Duck Dynasty or whatever. And yeah, your thoughts, RW?
The match itself was decent, probably better than the earlier one, the Divas match we had. Kind of stiff when Natalya was killing whichever Bella she was facing, and then her sister came out making the unnecessary duck noises. Annoyed the hell out of me. Of course, one of the Bellas got the roll up and beat Natalya. Whatever stuff there. Go check out our Total Divas video. I'm just promoting our stuff here. But, yeah. Natalya doesn't deserve this. She deserves better. But, yeah, nothing much to say. Better Divas match than the one we had earlier. Not saying this was good, but it was decent. Your thoughts, Deshaun?
Yeah, like you said, like, nothing too special. They worked good in the ring, I guess, and then, her sister came out, distracted Natalya, 1, 2, 3, to pick up the win. The Brie, I think it was. This might be starting, like, another feud, who knows. 2 Divas feud would be kind of weird, but, who knows. And like you said, Natalya is a really good diva wrestler, and I think she does deserve that big push for the Divas Championship. So hopefully she gets that push sometime in the near future. But it was an alright match, so nothing too special here.
The next segment was Paul Heyman backstage with Curtis Axel. I don't really remember much what they said. It was pretty much just hyping up Curtis Axel for his match. And it was a non-titles match. And Yeah, match went sort of back and forth, but I don't really remember how the match ended.
Wait, who was he facing?
He fought R-Truth, I think. I don't know if the match started or I think it did, but I don't think I think it went just to a no.
Oh yeah, it went to a no contest when CM Punk interrupted and just went after Heyman, and Heyman ran away.
Oh yeah, and then
But yeah, that was pretty cool.
some more gold with CM Punk, gold, platinum, diamonds, all that good stuff. And yeah, we didn't see a count out win or a count out loss by Curse Axel. He's famous for the count out, getting counted out, I guess, now. And yeah, the fans really seem to like Punk chasing Paul Heyman, and he ended up getting on top of the announcer table, and the fans chanted his name. But I didn't really know too much about. I don't know why he was facing R-Truth. It was just sort of a random put together match, and yeah, it was an okay match for part of it. And then CM Punk made it better coming out and just stopping it, because he's an epic. But your thoughts, RW?
Well, the match didn't get underway, it was 30 seconds, and then Punk came in. Thank God. I didn't want to see any more of that. I think it got 3 minutes maybe, I'm not sure, but all I know, Punk interrupted, just took out Axel, and then took him out, and then went after Heyman, which was hilarious. Loved how Punk grinned, saying he's I got you to myself now. And then Heyman ran fast as he could. That was awesome. Just great stuff there. Or not great, but for that stuff, what it was great. But yeah, Deshaun, your thoughts?
It was an alright match. I don't even think it got underway. With CM Punk coming out, wanting to get his hands on Paul Heyman, failed to do so, but giving it more hype for their match at SummerSlam. So, but this feud's pretty much just around CM Punk and Paul Heyman. That's just one thing that's kind of making me mad, is it's CM Punk and Paul Heyman feud, I guess you could say. Not really Brock. Brock's just his backup. So, but hopefully next couple of weeks they can utilize Brock in the feud more. So, but it was a good way to hype up their.
I think Brock only has one more appearance date, and that's the go-home show to SummerSlam, because he only has 30 appearance dates this year, so I think he's used up 10 of them already.
Alright.
And then next,
But it was oh, wait.
did you want to say something?
You can go. No, I was just gonna say it was good hype for their SummerSlam match to come. So good stuff there.
Alright, the next thing showed up. And Triple H and Stephanie just walking down the hallway backstage, and then went to a commercial, and then they came back, and Triple H was backstage with Vince McMahon, asking if he's through jerking Bryan around. And he said he's using reverse psychology, and then he started smiling. And he said deep down, and he wants Bryan to become champion. And then Triple H said he couldn't even say that with a straight face. And then Vince wanted a champion to beat Cena, someone like Triple H, but 20, maybe 23 years younger. I don't know why they said 23. That's just a weird number. I wonder if Daniel Bryan's 23 years younger. I don't know.
It's 30.
That's just a weird number. And then Stephanie said that Bryan just needs some help, a corporate makeover, and Vince said good luck with that, and walked off, and Triple H said it's worth the shot. And I saw a picture on Twitter, and it was just like a dude in a suit, and then it had like a Daniel Bryan head. And it was before he had that huge beard. It was like when he was short beard, like, yeah, it was funny. But yeah, hopefully they're through making fun of Daniel Bryan because of his size, and once he wins the title, hopefully all this crap stops. Yeah, it was okay. Nothing too special. And your thoughts are good?
The size thing, although it bothers some people, I don't think it really matters if they make fun of their size, because freaking everyone knows Bryan is great, and he knows that himself, so they're just using it as a business tactic because of McMahon's past not liking smaller guys. But yeah, I loved how McMahon called basically Triple H an old bastard. That's basically what he's trying to say. But yeah, what else happened? Oh yeah, Stephanie's saying giving Bryan a whole makeover. I hope they don't change the yes thing and give him a suit. That would be weird. But he should shave the beard. I mean, I know it's respect the beard, but it's getting too long now. Or no. Yeah, he needs his haircut and a beard cut. And the only way you can do that is on WWE.com.
Are you promoting my video now?
If oh yeah, go check out Jamin's video where he cuts Daniel Bryan's beard. Your thoughts, Deshaun, on this McMahon segment?
For some reason, it kind of reminds me of the Triple H and Randy Orton feud back in 2009 with McMahon, sort of with Cena on McMahon's side, and then Daniel Bryan sort of like Randy Orton, even though McMahon hates Cena anyway, but it just reminds me of that. Anyways, it was a good segment. Don't really remember too much about it, but yeah, I don't even really remember I don't even remember watching this. So, yeah.
Next was
I don't know.
Ryback versus John Cena tables match. And at the beginning of the match, I remember Ryback picked up a table and tried to slam John Cena with it, but he ended up just hitting the pole and busting it, and then they had steps in, and then they put it outside, and they put stairs on it, and then they knocked Ryback about put through it or something like that, and got knocked one over, and then John Cena ended up getting on the other side of one, and yeah, and then they were just sort of sitting there, and then they picked up more steps, or Ryback picked up steps and then smashed it through a table, and John Cena picked up steps. It's sort of stupid that they put on a better tables match on Raw than they did at a pay-per-view. I don't see why they did another tables match, but I guess since Daniel Bryan got put through one. But yeah, John Cena ended up giving Ryback an attitude adjustment through a table and getting the win. And Daniel Bryan ended up coming out, grabbed the title, went to hand it to John Cena, and then he jerks the belt back, and then Cena ended up snatching the belt, and then he pretty much yesed his way, just yes, 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 until the show went off the air just like last week. It was an okay match. I thought it was sort of stupid how they were getting tables from under the ring, and when there was a bunch of tables all over the stage, and they were using steps. It was sort of stupid, but it was I guess, match tonight. I don't know. I didn't really like this Raw. Nothing too special in my opinion. Not really a moment that you should go on YouTube or whatever and try to find it. But yeah, your thoughts on the match.
Alright. I'll just give my thoughts on the match and then give my overall thoughts on the show. The match I thought was good, way better than their, I think Payback it was.
Yeah.
Or maybe Money in the Bank. Yeah, Payback. Yeah, way better than that. Cause
Money in the Bank. What are you talking
Wait, nah. I was confused. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, way better than their Payback match. It started with I loved how they, I think Cena moved out the way and hit the table in the corner. They used the steel steps. I like that. Part 2, he did the 5-knuckle shuffle on that thing. Oh yeah, this was a taping, and only time Cena's gonna get a good reaction and not get booed if it's a taping and the crowd is edited. Just like to say that. Plus it took away from the show, but I'll tell you guys that but overall, good match, and of course Cena hit the AA on Ryback with the table set up on the corner, and then, yeah, Cena won, and the thing I didn't like is, as soon as he got AA'd, Ryback no-sold that thing. He, as soon as he got hit, he just walked out, acting like he's in pain. And then Bryan came out. Of course, Jamin mentioned it. I know Deshaun's going to say it, but it was the same old thing they did, 2 or 3 weeks ago, just ending the show with Bryan yesing and Cena holding the title. But, yeah, overall, the show, whatever, decent at best or mediocre at best. One match was probably Del Rio and Christian match of the night, or the main event I just mentioned. Plus, it being taped took away the excitement. You already knew what was going to happen because it was spoiled, and the crowd was edited, very heavily edited. So whatever, Raw. And plus, no matches announced. So, Deshaun, your thoughts on the match and the overall show?
Yeah, it was definitely better than their Payback tables match. I kind of thought that it was going to be anyway because, 3 stages of hell is you got to move quickly because there's 3 stages. But anyway, it was a good match. They both had some good spots in the match with Cena, Ryback, throwing the steel steps through the table, and Cena and Ryback staring off with the steel steps. That was kind of cool. But then the match ended with Cena AAing Ryback through the table that was in the corner, and nothing really. It was an alright match, but it's not like match of the year, but it was an alright match. And then Daniel Bryan came out, of course, like we all expected, but yeah, Random said, it was just the same old. Daniel Bryan got Cena's belt. Cena went to grab it. Bryan pulled it back, and Cena grabbed it. And then it just ended with Daniel Bryan yesing until the end of the show, just like 2 weeks ago on Raw. I mean, it was kind of plain and boring, but what are you gonna do? So I gotta say, overall, Raw wasn't all that good. I've seen better Raws this year, but like Random said, taped Raws just aren't the best. And I was just sort of mad that they didn't announce any matches for SummerSlam. I would have thought they would at least announce 2 or 3, but oh well. But it was an alright Raw. Definitely seen better, but definitely seen worse. It was mediocre. So it was an alright Raw, but definitely seen better. So yeah.
That's not what you said on Twitter. But, Jamin, your overall thoughts on the entire show?
5.75 out of 10. What I gave it?
4 out of 10. No, or
3 out of 10.
We're talking real. if you're talking realistic, I'd give it like a 5 out of 10.
Yeah,
But yeah, my line.
What about
Follow us all on Twitter. Huh? Oh, he said 3 out of 10.
Yeah, nothing too spectacular.
It wasn't good. I just don't want to yell, you know.
This is where you can say your one line on how, just sum up the entire show in 2 words.
Who, me?
Yeah.
In 2 words?
Yep.
Are you talking about the Iron Sheik thing?
All right show.
I thought you were going to say bullshit. Because that's what you said. But, yeah.
Oh yeah, bullshit. It was kind of bullshit. But, yeah.
Follow us all on Twitter. Individual links in the description. Follow us all on or subscribe to all of our channels on YouTube. Stay tuned for my unboxing. Go check out our Total Divas. And yeah, peace out for me.
Have a great day.
Yeah, this is my line now. Thank you, Boston.